Good. 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 Nope, nope, nope. Good morning. Good morning. Nope. Good morning.
I'm not sure she's starting. She has started. I think she just.
Good morning, everybody, and Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to have everyone be seated. Okay. Good. All right, so, wise school students, I would like for you to sit with your back against the chair. Put your feet straight in front of you. Put your hands in your lap. And take one nice, deep, mindful breath. And guests, you can do the same thing if you would like. I want to welcome everybody to our special Midor L'dor celebration. I was reminded by a parent today that for many of our students, they have not ever seen this because we did not do this for years when we could not be together. In the last few years, we were unable to do this, and we tried to do it on Zoom, and some of you tried to get on the computers with us. It's not the same. We are so blessed and so happy that we're together today. And as I said to many of you at the breakfast, this should be a year of good health. We should always be together for good times. That's my prayer and my blessing for all of us here today. We are going to do a Shabbat service with you. Every Friday, your children start their day. The 5th and 6th grade do it on Thursday with their tefillah, but we start our day with services. The students are going to lead you this morning in the prayers. They're going to be singing, and when they finish, if you're very, very proud of them, the way we show that in services is this. We don't applaud. It's not a Broadway show. It's not a musical, but we let them know they did a good job, and we're proud with a silent applause. This is a piece of our day, and then we'll go on later to share with you all the rest of the special things we have planned for you. To start, our kindergarten and 6th grade have buddies. The 6th graders go with the kindergarten during the year, and they read stories and they do activities, and they're going to be singing for us Hinei Ma Tov, how good it is that we're here today, and Ma Yafeh Hayom, how beautiful that we have Shabbat. So, I'm going to invite our kindergarten and 6th grade students to please stand up. You are welcome to join them as we do Hinei Ma Tov.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם. מה יפה שבת
מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת shalom. Boker Tov, everybody. Thank you so much, kindergarten, and thank you, 6th grade. I'm Yoshi Zweiback. It's such an honor to be here with you all. And as Mrs. Weiser said, how beautiful it is to see this sanctuary filled with your smiling faces and to be able to be together. And we're going to find many more opportunities in the year to come, and God willing, in the years to come, to gather. One of the beautiful things about having a day school and a synagogue connected the way these are is that on this very bima, where we get to celebrate moments like Midor L'dor and other festive opportunities for celebration in our school, this is also the place where so many of our young people, these 6th graders right before you know it, and kindergartners in just a few years will stand here as they become bar and bat mitzvah. This Saturday night, I'm going to be doing a wedding in here. And so, kids, slow. But someday, maybe this is where you'll stand and your chuppah will be here. And that's such a beautiful and powerful thing. I want to tell you a story that relates to Sukkot. And it's not just a story for our Y School students, but it's for all of us. And I wrote about it today in our daily kavanah. And grandparents, if you're not getting our daily email, you can. It's not a problem. All you have to do is let us know. You can tell your kids or grandkids to help sign you up, and we'll get you on our daily email list. But it's a story about Rabbi Chaim of Tzantz, who was a rabbi who lived in Poland in the 19th century. He was a great teacher. And it came time for Sukkot, and it was time to decorate the Sukkah. And everybody was making all the beautiful decorations that they make. You see our Sukkot, you can see one right outside when you leave services today, and you can see others around the campus, and our kids help decorate them. Beautiful Sukkot. But his custom was not to decorate the Sukkah with material things. Instead, he decorated the Sukkah with ma'asim tovim, with acts of kindness, with good deeds. And so his custom on the holiday of Sukkot was to give tzedakah to people who needed it, charity to those in need. His custom was to visit people who were sick, to perform the mitzvah of bikur cholim. His custom was to do gimilut chasadim, acts of loving kindness. And he said, each of these actions is a way that I decorate the Sukkah with beauty and joy. We can do both of those things. We can use our hands to make beautiful things to decorate our Sukkot and to beautify our world. And we can use our hearts to make a difference. And here at Wise School and at Stephen Wise Temple, that's a core part of who we are and what we are. Just one reminder as we continue, I know so many of you are desperate to get photos of your kids when they're singing and things like that, but because it's a worship service, we're going to ask you to just stay seated and just enjoy it. You can take those mental snapshots. Believe me, they'll still be there. And we have some of our Y School parents are recording. So they're taking photos, and we'll have lots of photos for you later. We're going to continue with Matovu. This is our sanctuary. This is our tent, this Ohel Yaakov. And look how it is filled with Am Yisrael, with the Jewish people.
Rabbi Yoshi, question.
Yes.
2nd and 3rd grade is going to lead us in Matovu.
Yes.
And then they're going to be doing Sweet as Honey. Is that your song?
No, Sweet as Honey is not my song. It's by a guy named Dan Nichols, a good friend of mine. And it's about how Torah is supposed to be so sweet that we want it all the time. Just like if you have that sweet tooth and you like, how many of you have a sweet tooth? Kids, any of you? Yeah, Mrs. Weiser does, I know. But Torah should be that thing that's so sweet for you that you want. So Matovu is about the sanctuary that we're in and about this beautiful, beautiful community that we have. And then Sweet as Honey is about how our Torah is sweet in our hearts and on our lips.
ואני ברוב חסדך אבוא ביתך, אשתחווה אל היכל קודשך ביראתך. One more time.
Everybody. Ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov.
Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah
I don't know, if you weren't ready before, that had to get you ready. Hi, everyone. I'm Rabbi Sari, and I get to be one of the rabbis of this community, but also a parent. I have a third grader and a kindergartner. I still have to say third grader. I still think second. And my third grader actually came home. We had the lulav and etrog in our sukkah yesterday, and he came home offering a teaching that he had learned in his class about what the four species represent. And I'm sure if I asked our students, they would tell me there's actually a lot of different things our tradition says. Sometimes we learn about how they relate to different parts of our body. And the teaching that he brought home was about how the different species, the willow and the palm and the myrtle and the beautiful etrog, represent different kinds of people in our community. Some people who do good deeds, some people who learn Torah, some people who do neither, and some people who do both. And the thing that I love about all of these different teachings about lulav and etrog is that they all end eventually with carrying them all together, right? You can't make the blessing and you can't shake the lulav and the etrog if all you have is the palm frond, or if all you have is the etrog, right? You have to have all four together, and I've always loved that. As an idea of what it means to be a community, that we bring all different people together today, all different ages, all different backgrounds. We live in different parts of the city, and we all come together. And we're here, and so it's so beautiful to see everyone in this space. And as we all come together and have sort of warmed up our voices and our hearts and all of those things, we turn now to our call to prayer, the Baruch Hu. And I'm going to invite everyone, just like our palm frond that stands tall in the lulav, I'm going to invite everyone to rise as you are able as we continue with our Baruch Hu. School favorites. Even on this gray Los Angeles morning, we bless God, the creator of light.
We are getting ready to say the Shema, which our first grade is going to lead us in. You may be seated because we're going to hear a song that they're going to sing about all the things that they are grateful for. And in Hebrew, they're going to say Todah. Thank you for my mom. Thank you for my dad. Thank you for my grandmother and my grandfather and my family. And they're going to say thank you for all the special things in their life. So they're going to start with the Todah song, and then they're going to go right into leading us into the Shema. We're going to invite everyone to be really quiet so we can hear them. Shh.
Thank you for the world so sweet. Thank you for the food we eat.
we're going to join them in the Shema. Thank you, first grade. Beautiful job. You may quietly walk back to your seats, and Rabbi Sari is going to come and tell us a little bit about the Mi Chamocha that we're going to do next.
I have to say, every week, no matter how hard the week has been or how frustrated, the sound of our students singing Shema always sort of brings me back to why we're here. And Mi Chamocha is our song of freedom. Our story of peoplehood begins with leaving a regime that doesn't let us be who we want to be and escaping to freedom. And I look around this room and I know so many of you have lived that very story. And if it's not you who lived that story, it is your parent or your grandparent. And I know we look around the world today, many of us, to the country from which we left, and we look at people still fighting for freedom and send prayers for those brave people. And also, I think as we look around and we say, wow, we have a room full with young children learning our tradition proudly, publicly, we give thanks for that freedom and that ability. And so these words of Mi Chamocha are some of our most ancient, but also maybe some of our most relevant still. Invite you, as you are able once again, to rise. We'll begin the Amidah together and then take a few moments for silence. Oh, just kidding. We are going to take just a moment for silent reflection.
Sefatayv tiftach ufi agite hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
You may be seated. One of the things that we do at the end of the Kedusha is L'dor L'dor, the generations. And our 4th and 5th grade students, 5th graders, you may stand up. And our 4th and 5th grade students are going to sing a song about generations. And then, as always, we end our Amidah with prayers for hope and peace. So we'll all join them in Oseh Shalom. But first, L'dor L'dor.
We are gifts, and we are blessings. We are history and song. We are hope, and we are healing. We
Thank you so much. So beautiful. We're going to offer a prayer for healing now. Misha Berach L'Refuah, which is part of our Shabbat practice here at Wise School, and of course, in our Friday night services and Shabbat morning services here at Stephen Wise Temple. And as we celebrate this moment of coming together as a community in this return to being together for Midor L'dor, which is such a delight, as we've said earlier, we think about these last couple of years. We think about loved ones and friends who have experienced illness during this time. We think about loved ones and friends who right now might be undergoing illnesses of different types. And we also think about ourselves, because we all need healing. There's pain and brokenness in our world day by day. Much to celebrate. This is our time of celebration during Sukkot, but we always make time to think about those who are suffering. And so let's say these words, asking God to bring refuah shlema, a perfect healing of body, spirit, and soul to all those in need of healing in our world.
May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Wow. A moment to catch our breaths. We're so fortunate at Wise School that everything that we do here is supported in our larger community. It goes well beyond our parents. It's all of our community that is here to support one another. I'm going to invite two of our very special grandfathers to join me on the bima. I'd like to invite Raymond Rahimzadeh and David Weinberg to come up. We know that the work we do here is supported by everyone who loves us, by our families, by our grandparents, by our community, and the generosity that you give that helps us do these programs supports well more than tuition. The tuition covers a part of it, but we count on everybody. And so we're lucky to have a couple of grandfathers that are going to say a sentence about why they love Wise School. So I'm going to invite Raymond Rahimzadeh to tell us what he loves about our school.
Well, simply for 3 reasons. Every time I have occasion to bring our grandchildren here, and I see this very tasteful architecture, the grounds, the facilities, I feel like saying Shechianu, that we are so privileged to have our kids to be part of this community. It's almost like a family. Everyone seems to know each other. And of course, when especially our grandchildren say we love our teachers, that tells me volumes about the management and the headship of Tammy Weiser. She must be brilliant at what she does. Therefore, I feel privileged that it's not a duty to be able to support such a organization. And I do it with a willing heart. I hope you do likewise as grandparents. Thank you.
Thank you. David?
Well, mine is a little bit more personal. I am a child of survivors who grew up in that heritage and culture that I thought was very, very important. And as I transitioned into this new world, my fondest memories, and every time I come to an institution like this and they sing the songs and the melodies, I remember my parents. I've done it with my kids. I'm doing it with my grandchildren. I'm doing it so my grandchildren can do it with their grandchildren, and this institution is tasked with that. So we just love to support it and continue into the next generations.
Thank you very much. We're going to take a minute. I have a few grandparents who have already said that they would give a donation today to honor their grandchildren. So I know that I have Bijan and Fereste Chadorchi. Where are you? I want to thank you so much. Jessica, you can go over because I think they want to hand you something. So if you want to go over there. And Cindy and Mike Hyatt, where are you guys? Thank you so much. Terry and Gentile. Terry, where are you? And Gentile, you guys have done this pitch many years. Your grandsons have done this many times, and we're so grateful that you're always there to support us. Nancy and Marvin Hoffman, I know that thank you. Karen and Glenn Freeman, I saw there they are, and their grandsons and now little granddaughter will be with us, God willing, one day. Susan and Michael Shore, I didn't see them walking in. There they are. And we've had generation and generation in L'dor. If there are other people who would like to donate and you want to raise your hand, we'll get your name. I see Pam Kleiman is a grandmother. Thank you, Miss Kleiman. Her two grandsons and now granddaughter. And now she's a new little grandson. Look at all the students raising their hands back there. Wow, I've got a lot of students. So if you would like to make a donation, you can do this on your card. Kids, you can put your hands down. I'll get you later. You can do this through the website. You can do it with the card. And we'll also send you an email or a letter so that you can help us continue to do the amazing work we do here. We're grateful from the bottom of our hearts for that. I now am going to invite the clergy to come up for our Birkat Kohanim. Rabbi Sari, Rabbi Yoshi, Lauren, please come join us, our cantor.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Weiser, and thank you for your beautiful words, and thank you, everybody, for your support of our community. Obviously, to build a campus like this and to attract the amazing educators that we have, our incredible administrators, and our wonderful, wonderful leadership takes the work of so many. And so we're grateful for your support and for your contributions. Birkat Kohanim is so relevant to you grandparents. And you might know this story of where this blessing came from, but let me remind you of it. At the end of the book of Genesis, Jacob wants to bless his family. And he asks his son Joseph to bring his grandchildren to him, Manasseh and Ephraim. And Jacob gives a blessing to Manasseh and Ephraim. And he tells them that through you, future generations will be blessed. Through you, future generations will be blessed. So the blessing to his son Joseph is that Joseph's sons, and then the daughters and sons that come after, God willing, that they will continue to make this blessing, but it'll be in the name of Manasseh and Ephraim. And so it's a reminder that as parents, as grandparents, our children are our legacy. And our prayer, as some of our speakers mentioned, our prayer is that they someday will be the ones sitting in these pews. So Y School students in the back who raised their hands so generously, we appreciate the contributions, but remember, the way you're going to pay forward the gift that your parents and grandparents have made possible is that, God willing, you'll be able to do it for your own children and grandchildren someday. And we'll be able some of us at least, if we were given the gift of long lives, we'll be able to witness that. But if not, we'll know that that's part of it. So that's the blessing that we give on Friday nights for Ephraim and Menashe and Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And then we add to those words, these words of Birkat Kohanim, which come from the book of Numbers, where we ask God to give us the gifts of health and peace and kindness and graciousness. So I'm going to ask you to stand up for Birkat Kohanim, if you're able to. And if not, that's okay. You can stay seated. But if you're able, stand up. And you can just kind of shine your love on your kids, your grandkids, your family, our community, as we offer these words of blessing. May God bless you, and may God keep you. May the light of the Holy One shine on you, and may God's face be lifted up to you, lifted up to you. May God grant you the precious gift of peace. V'yasem lecha shalom. You can all be seated.
So every year, our school has a theme for the year. And our theme we chose for this year is Tikva, it's hope. And we're teaching our students how to always hope, how to be resilient and be strong. And so when we have a theme, we're lucky that Rabbi Yoshi does write songs for us. The one we just heard he wrote. And he wrote Kaveh El Adonai.
With my friend Rabbi Micah Lapidus, who grew up right here at Stephen White's Temple, graduated our schools, and now is a rabbi in Atlanta, Georgia.
And so we teach it to our students, and I'm going to invite all the Y School students to stand up one more time. And we're going to sing a little bit about hope as they get ready to go back to their rooms to welcome you.
Darkness I fall. Do you hear my call? So much that I fear. I need you near. Kaveh
Good job, Y School. Let me hear you.
Oh, please, hear our call. Have mercy on us all. Oh, please, hear our call. Have mercy on us all.
Here we go.
Kaveh El Adonai. Kaveh El Adonai. Boker Tov, everybody. Boker Tov.
Boker or.
Okay, can I get a little more volume on this mic? A little more. Okay. So let me share with you where you are going to go now. It's a little bit tricky, but we're going to help you. I promise. If you have a third grader, and you know they're a third grader, will you raise your hand? Who has a third grader? Okay, third grade, they made a model sukkah that they're going to show you, and it's right outside this door. So the third grade families in a minute are going to join their students at their model sukkah, and then they're going to go down to class. If you have a fifth grader, who has a fifth grader here? Fifth grade is going to go right outside this door and outside to the sukkah, and they have an activity ready for you right outside here on the patio. If you have a fourth grader, who's my fourth graders? A lot of you. Okay, we have a plaza, the brick plaza right across the way here, up above. It's a little bit slippery because of the bricks in the water. Walk slowly and carefully. Your fourth graders are waiting for you up on the plaza. Does anyone here have a sixth grader? Sixth graders. You're going to go down the path to the gym, and right above the gym, there's a sukkah. Right next to the gym on the little yard, you'll join the sixth graders on the turf yard next to the gym. Almost done. If you have a second grader, who has a second grader? You're going all the way down to their classrooms on Faber Field. It's down some stairs. We also have an elevator. So anybody who needs to use the elevator goes onto the plaza, and you'll go down to the bottom floor, second grade. Who has first graders here? Okay. First grade, you're going to their classrooms. You're going straight down the path and straight into their classrooms. There's moms and students out there with signs. They will show you. And last, who has those cute kindergartners? Those cute kindergartners. They're in their classrooms waiting for you. You're going to go straight with the first graders down the path and into their classrooms. There's a lot of parents and students with signs. They will help you. I want to wish everybody Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for being here today.